Most areas tonight as a low-pressure system in Newfoundland continues to haunt us. Things are looking better for Monday, though. A large ridge of high pressure brings us mainly sunny skies. We won't escape that inclement weather for too long, though. I'll have more on that later. Jill?
Protesters aren't giving up their fight to have Ottawa reinstate funding to women's centres across the country. In St. John's, Newfoundland today, several hundred people protested Ottawa's decision to eliminate $1.6 million in funding that would have gone to centres that provide assistance and counselling for battered women. There have been marches and protests in St. John's and Halifax over the cuts. At today's rally, people roasted wieners, symbolizing what they'd like to do to Secretary of State Jerry Wiener for cutting those funds. And men who live in the Miramichi region of New Brunswick say violence against women has to stop. These men march through the streets to let others know they want to see an end of violence against women. They say sexual assaults, wife battering, and other violence must end. The region has recently been dubbed the Miramichi because of the 8 murders in the area in less than a year. A number of the victims were female, and the events that led to their deaths were violent. There is a belief that much of the crime has occurred because of a deep-rooted lack of respect for women. The men who marched today say their male counterparts need a change of attitude. A preliminary hearing for Alan Lisier begins tomorrow in Moncton. Lisier faces charges of escaping lawful custody, kidnapping, and using a weapon to commit an indictable offense. Lisier was recaptured in northern New Brunswick last fall, several months after escaping from prison guards. They had taken him to a Moncton hospital for medical treatment when he made his break. During the months Lisier was at large, there were several brutal murders in the area. Police have said Lisier is their prime suspect in those murders. However, charges have not yet been laid. Ryan White, an 18-year-old with AIDS whose battle for acceptance brought greater understanding of the disease, has died. Ryan contracted the deadly disease when he was just 13 from a blood clotting agent used to treat his hemophilia. James Polk has more.
The doctor who announced Ryan White's death was touched by his life.
He had no bitterness. With an